cover story explores the amazing growth of not only the number of players of all ages playing pickleball, but how corporate America is stepping up to the kitchen to start capitalizing on what we call dinking for dollars. Bob Moykins here, and Bob, we've been talking about a shoe designed for the pickleball player.
Yes,
and that's very important for pickleball players to keep their feet in good condition, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Carl. These shoes were engineered bottom to top for the sport. Rashid Khan was the engineer behind all of our shoes, more or less the motivation to start creating a shoe in this industry. Coming from a shoe background, shoe engineering, he took a look at the sport and immediately started developing a shoe for the movements of the players to enhance the abilities and performance, satisfaction, and safety, more or less safety. You have to stay on the court and you have to be safe, and these shoes are designed to enhance the performance, comfort, and also pretty cool colors.
How did you get involved in pickleball?
Acacia Sports was a niche company with a background in winter sports, curling and broomball. Designing a shoe and a boot to run on ice is very unique. Who's doing that?
Right.
But this engineer, Rashid Khan, has a great vision. When he sees something, he knows that there's carryovers and applications to other sports. So he has a great, experiential background in making shoes that work and perform. Number one name in curling, number one name in broomball. We hope to be the number one name. We don't care. Everybody can play, but we want to be well known in this sport. We're the first strictly pickleball shoe designed for this sport.
And talk about your relationship with USA Pickleball. How did that come about? And with all the different companies out there, you guys have come in as the official shoe for the governing body of USA Pickleball.
So my proposal was to address the junior pickleball and to fund the junior pickleball. With every purchase of the shoes, every person in the USAP that buys a shoe is now contributing to the growth of the sport. We donate back. We make a donation back, and to continually grow this sport and to bring more juniors into the program, and that's what our design is for the next 3 years with this organization, the USAP. So far, it's been great.
Now you have a sunglass company, Jordan and Chris here, playing as well as one of the official sponsors of USA Pickleball. So first talk about your relationship with USA Pickleball and how did that happen?
Sure. So we just finished our first year with USA Pickleball as the official eyewear sponsor. We're in discussions to renew our contract for another year. Chris comes from a professional squash background, so eye protection was something that we always were passionate about. We approached USA Pickleball about a year ago to try to encourage members to start thinking about eye protection, and we're really excited to be the official performance and protective eyewear. Our primary objective with the glasses was to develop a lens with our lens maker, Carl Zeiss, to increase the contrast of the yellow pickleball against the court background. Our lenses are 100% UV protective. We have a wide range of coverage, as you can see here, to protect the skin in the surrounding area. And we have a super lightweight frame. We get a call every week about tennis courts that have been converted to pickleball courts across the country. So we're excited about the growth. It's popping up more and more in the East Coast where we're from, and we're excited about that and happy to see it continue to grow.
Ladies, if you're looking for the fashionable way to play pickleball, I think we found it. And Nancy, we've got Pickleball Bella here, right? This has become a passion of yours because you were playing pickleball and you said, we need better clothes.
Yes, and nobody could decipher what kind of sport we were playing at the time. And so I said, what could I do to make it look like we were actually pickleball players? And so we designed a whole clothing line based on pickleballs, and all of our outfits actually have the theme of the sport in our clothes, and we bring them to we always say now, our tagline is always play in style. So we are the first labeled pickleball clothing line in the world. We design our own prints, and we manufacture over in Guatemala. And we right now are trying to get pickleball into Guatemala, and we're bringing medals over there. That all the people are donating their medals to us, so we can bring the medals over to the kids over in Guatemala because they don't have the funds to even start this sport. So we're trying to at least give back to the community over there.
When you look at the different products that you have, you've got the bags, the hats, the skirts, and so forth. Do you have a men's line in mind, or are you just sticking with the ladies?
No, we're going to have a new men's line come out, and I think we're going to name it Pickleball Fella.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
The Pickleball Bella and the Pickleball Fella.
Yes.
Now we're talking out there.
So I think we're going to launch it in January of 2022.
Okay.
My goal is to just bring some fun into the sport and help grow the sport. It's not even about the money for me anymore. I've done the money route. And it's really about bringing awareness to the sport, letting ladies feel good out there playing, ladies who are older in age, where, you know, our skirts are a little bit longer, tailored to a fuller woman. And the goal is to make everybody look good and have fun on the courts.
How is it working now since you've come on the team and you're looking at taking the USA Pickleball to a next level?
Yeah, well, it really started 12 months ago in July when we did the brand relaunch. We moved from USAPA to USA Pickleball. We came up with a new logo that has a lot of energy to it. We redid the website when we really are focused on the user experience when it comes to the website. And now what we've been doing is focusing on both the tournament side. So you saw 3 weeks ago we have the new tournament structure, the National Championships Series. And then we also been rolling out things for the recreational program. You know, whether it's youth program provider, we're looking at club membership, and then we have some other future opportunities that we think are going to address the entire 4.2 million.
And when you're looking at the growth of USA Pickleball now, outside of the country as well as inside the country, where do you see the sport going? Is the Olympics in the future? We're looking at international side, and are you looking at growing more events like this one within the U.S.?
Yeah, there are so many different angles that we can take to it. If you just look at the competitive competition structure, so we do believe there's an opportunity on top of this to have some type of world championships that can be hosted and driven. If you talk to the IFP, they're getting real close to 50 countries who have associations worldwide. But one of the reasons I came on, I'm really excited about pickleball, not only for playing it, but I come from an Olympic background. So Olympic and Paralympics, done a little bit of work with Special Olympics as well. And this sport has a real chance. It's making an incredible impact on people. If you see, and you probably will today and around here, some of the stories. 2 days ago, talked to an individual. He went into his doctor's having shoulder troubles. The doctor prescribed pickleball for him, of all things. He started playing and he lost 200 pounds. There are so many of these stories of the impact of both physical and mental health and well-being.
You don't see many times in our lifetime where you see a sport emerging and really taken and being embraced by so many people from ages 8 to 80 and the ability to get into the sport. What's the vision with USA Pickleball now as you guys are making a lot of inroads, you're changing a lot of things, you're moving in a lot of new directions? What are some of the visions you have?
Yeah, we're certainly trying to expand the competitive side of the sport. More tournaments, more sanctioned events, things like that. But it's equally as important as to develop the recreational side. 'Cause that's really where the growth is. All the people who are just beginning to get into the sport, they're enjoying it more on a social basis and not on a competitive basis. We need to serve them as well. So leagues and clubs and things like that, and other events that the less competitive player can get into, that has to be part of our strategy moving forward.
You know, we really see league play as really being this next, I call it a bridge, if you will, between just straight recreational program and competitive play. You know, there's a gap there. We have a huge base of people that just play recreationally. You know, so they're not familiar with the competitive side, maybe a little bit intimidated about the competitive side. You know, so the ability to jump into a league, a structured league, where they can, you know, it's more organized. You know, there's standings, and you know, I think it's a way for rec players to get a little bit more comfortable to the point where then they feel like they're ready to jump into a tournament. So that's that sanctioned recreational league play is something that we're really looking forward to launching here in the coming months.